Good afternoon, District 84 Toastmasters. As I share with you, I want to give you an update with what is going on from Toastmasters International, as well as the thoughts and decisions of your district leadership about three things: contests, hi Maria, contests, clubs, and conference. So we're talking about the 3 C's today. Hey Jed. And I wanted to just give you an update as it stands right now. First, I want to talk about clubs, okay? Toastmasters International on Saturday night at about 1 o'clock in the morning sent out an email with a letter attached that it was very late at night on Saturday night, about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it gave information on what they are directing us to do. Clubs have the option to either meet online or continue to meet in person. That is certainly a club decision. We cannot, and Toastmasters International cannot tell you how to run your club, okay? There will be, as a matter of fact, I've asked Mike McLean to post the wonderful information that Andy C. Paul of Division H Director had sent to me about tips for doing a successful virtual online meeting. And I'm going to ask Mike to convert that and attach it to this Facebook Live when I post this, okay? So we will give you information on how to do this, all right? So here's the thing is that you have, as a club, I urge you to speak with your members and do what you are comfortable with doing. You have permission to, go online if that's what you want to do. What I do ask you, and I think anybody who has been around Toastmasters a long time, is to continue to meet. I know that there's the Toastmasters International Facebook page where there's some people going, oh my gosh, I have a corporate club, I have this, I have that, whatever. Please continue to meet. Please do not leave your members adrift. Please don't do that. Please don't deny your members the stability of your club, your meetings, your support of one another. Please try to find a way to do that. I'm sure that there is somebody either in your club or in your area. Reach out to your area director, and other clubs reach out to your division director. There is somebody. We have a lot of people who are very tech savvy, and again, Mike is going to attach a letter with tips of how to do this successfully, okay? All right, so make sure that you please provide your members an opportunity of stability and continuity, okay? Don't be Chicken Little and don't flip out. This whole COVID-19 thing is a temporary thing. It is not going to be the end of the world. We've seen these things for centuries, and we are dealing with it, and everybody will learn to take the precautions that they need to take and feel comfortable in what they're doing, okay? So please find somebody who can help you go online if that's what you choose to do. If you choose to meet in person still, that's fine. It's up to you. You do whatever you want to do. But please continue doing something. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't just come to a screeching halt and allow your members to just suddenly go adrift and not know what's going on. Hold them close. Keep your flock going, okay? There's somebody in your club who's going to be the driving force that keeps everybody together. Is that you? I'm going to ask it to be you, okay? All of you do this. All right, that's about clubs. All right, about contests. Now, the part of this letter that Toastmasters International Headquarters sent to us Saturday night was addressing all events that are district related. Now, that would be contests and that would be conference, okay? I will address conference in a moment. Let me talk to you about contests, all right? Toastmasters International has asked for us to suspend all in-person events. That means contests, okay? Now, what happened, since this was Saturday night, on Sunday morning, I consulted with a group of people. We spent half our Sunday consulting about how we could do this. What can we offer? Can we do online contests? How can we get around this? And I had input. Well, we all had input from a couple people who are very tech savvy. And one gentleman, Dennis Wooldridge, as you know, is Division I Director and is a past international board member. He gave us really good input, especially in his experience of getting an online club up and going. And I think this is critical that y'all understand. Those of us who are not tech savvy to that degree think, oh, well, you know, we just go online and we can watch Netflix and we can do Amazon Prime and we can do all these things. Why can't we have contests and why can't we do that? Well, Dennis gave really good input, and that was backed up with Mike McLean, who also does IT, that it's quite a challenge in getting online contests done with a variety of people and a variety of knowledge and skill levels in a variety of places, with everybody having different internet speeds, different equipment. Some might be new, some might not be, and that would just be a fiasco. And Dennis shared that about the online club that he has been helping get going, that it's been 8 months in helping them get going online, and there are people who are still having difficulty. Now, I can't imagine us trying to do this, and think about where we are. We're in mid-March, right? So mid-March, and we have got to condense the rest of our area, our area contest going into division contests. We don't have that time, folks. We do not have that time. And especially with TI telling us that we can't do district events in person. Now, that was what we were all discussing. We spent half a Sunday discussing all of this. The other part is I have been asked to put this to a district executive council vote on this. Do we cancel the contests, or do we attempt to do them online? And we debated both of them. Last night I had a phone call with the district trio, the immediate past district director, our public relations manager, Bob Fisher, who is part of the Quattro. I have had we had conversation with all the division directors, and we had a nice conversation. I directed the division directors to please give this information to their area directors, and as TI has instructed us as a district to have the district executive committee make a vote on how we're going to do this. Okay, the votes have been coming in. I only have, I think, one more division to get a vote from, but it is very clear that our district executive committee, which we call DEC, has deemed that we need to cancel contests, because it would just be a fiasco. It would be a quality issue. It would cause undue stress to a lot of people. Now, our big concern, my big concern especially, is I'm well aware, a bunch of us are well aware of those of our members who strive every year to go forward in all of the contests and to win at all the levels, and they put in hours and hours and hours of time and effort and sweat equity in doing that. So do not think 1 second that any of us are not keeping these contestants and people in our hearts when we make this really tough decision. But we really didn't have a choice in the light of just the variety of skill levels and technology available across all of our people who would do this. So I really feel really bad for the contestants, and I'm thinking of particular people right now who I know live every year and work really hard to move forward in the contest. And from the deepest bottom of my heart, and on behalf of all of the district, we feel terrible about this because we just have to cancel. And I don't want nobody panic. We have to cancel our contest for the remainder of the year. I will share with you in this Toastmasters International letter. They did ask us to cancel in-person events, district events, through the end of May. So that leads me to conference. Well, Beth, what are we going to do with conference? Oh, don't worry, we talked about that too. Conference right now, we are in negotiation. Actually, we're in communication with the hotel, the Embassy Suites down in Kissimmee, about moving our conference back to June, and so that's in flux right now, but that is also going on. We're talking to the hotel. We want the conference to go forward if it's at all possible, not for a variety of reasons. One, it gets us together. It is a great time of fun and fellowship. We learn from one another. There's a lot of networking, and there's a lot of laughter and a lot of fun and a lot of camaraderie, and we do not want that to go away. We don't want that to be suspended. So that's what's going on with the conference at this point in time right now as I'm talking to you. We've not heard from the hotel yet. There's a lot of consideration and things going on, but I will be back and tell you. I hope that I'm being proactive and on top of this, and I'm letting you know what is going on as best I know at the time, okay? So that's what's going on with conference. Now, you're going to ask me, and I would ask me if it were me, what are we going to do about the contest? Well, we aren't having any, so the contest cannot happen because it has to be a progressive thing. We've had club level, and some of the areas have had their contests, but not all. About a third of the contests have happened at area level already, and we haven't had the rest of them, which is probably, I think, about probably 25 or so. And then we also have 9 division contests next month in April that have not happened yet, which then culminate in the district contest in May. So obviously, since we're not having the progression, we cannot have the contest at the conference, but we do have alternatives, and this would be an awful lot of fun. We would have like little speechathons. We would have little kind of quick storyteller type of things. We could have tall tales contests. We could have all sorts of things that take the place of that would give our members an opportunity to shine and to show off what wonderful skills and entertainment value that they have. So don't think about that. Also about the business council. TI has instructed us to have a virtual business council, and we must complete that prior to June 1, regardless of anything else. The business council, for those of you who have been presidents and VPEs, vice presidents of education, and a DEC member in the past, you know that you are the voting members of the business council. Okay, and that is where we vote on realignment. Mike and his team is still doing the realignment. Business has to continue, okay? We're doing realignment, and that would be where we would present some financials. That's where we vote on next year's leaders. I know that the nominating committee, the district leadership committee headed by Maria Martinez, has been hard at work, and they interviewed all the candidates on Saturday and are putting forward their candidate slate for us. So we will be doing these things in a virtual business meeting. I urge, please, DEC members and presidents and VPEs, please, 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 I beg you, do not drive our proxy and credential chairs insane. When you get an email from us, it probably has to do with you being able to cast a vote. So please look at your emails, okay? That's the only way right now we can communicate. I can't see you in person, okay? So there we go with that. Let's see, I think I've got everything. I have my list here to make sure I hit this all. I just want to, in closing, ask that everyone do this, okay? I know that we are in changing times and things are changing by the minute. I know that there are some places who are like the Chicken Little, screaming the sky is falling and pointing fingers and blaming people and just being a general pain in the butt and not being helpful. What we can do is we come together, we stay strong, we do what we need to do. Do not let people flip you out, okay? We have weathered these things before. This has been an unusual year in the fact that we've had a hurricane. Now we have this. I mean, it's just been crazy. Now is not the time to be crazy. We can look at crazy time, but don't be crazy, okay? So here's the deal, is please renew please renew. This is so important. This is a temporary situation. We still need to stay together. We still need to be a unit. We are a District 84, and let me tell you something. We are one of the stronger districts in the world. And anybody who has been on a trio and higher level leadership in our district will tell you that. When we come together with other districts all around the world for conferences and leadership training, we can sit back with the knowledge that we have the continuity, we have the strength, we have the character, we know what we're doing. Stay with us, stay renewing, okay? Please share with your clubs that everybody can renew online, okay? Every club member, get a hold of your officers. Please renew. We are smack in the middle of renewals. Do not abandon us. This is the time for us to go together and be Toastmaster strong. This is the time right now. Okay, I can take any officer can take your credit card information over the phone. Okay, you don't have to be doing it in person. All right, please, 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 please. Also, VPEs, presidents and secretaries who are your base camp managers and pathways, please, please, please continue to submit. If you are holding on to any education level awards, now is not the time. Please submit all of the education awards. We are on the precipice of being a distinguished district, and we cannot do it without you. Now, what does that mean? That means that we are really strong at our membership level is what that means. That means that we are getting things done, that our clubs are coming through, that our areas are doing it, that our divisions are on top of things. That's what that means. Don't stop momentum now, okay? Don't do that. So we need to renew our dues, we need to keep the education levels going, and we need to be patient. Okay, I've always gotten a tickle out of people at weddings. For some reason, weddings make people go crazy and tempers flare and frustrations are there. This is not a wedding. Okay, this is just a temporary situation where we can come together and do this together. Okay, but everybody has to do their part. Do the renewals, submit the education awards, and stay calm. Let's go online. Let's do our thing. Now is not the time to panic or bail out. Now is not the time for that, okay? Now is the time to pull together and support one another in whatever it is that we need, and let's have some patience and some love for one another, okay? We are doing the best that we can. Every one of us are doing the best that we can, and I am committed to updating you whenever I possibly can. And here's the thing. We are Toastmasters, and part of our learning path and journey is to deal with the unexpected. I would say this qualifies as unexpected. This is not the year that I absolutely anticipated, planned for, worked hard for. This is not the year, but let me tell you something. This is the year for us to show the world what District 84 is about and what we can do. Absolutely. I am passionate about this. There is nothing that can keep us from being a distinguished district. Nothing. And we need to do this together, okay? This is a great opportunity to learn new skills and to lead the way. You are the leaders, okay? That's the deal. Now, I want us to stay strong. I want us to stay focused. And I want to start a worldwide movement, and I see Mike is already doing it. Stay Toastmaster. That is a hashtag. Hashtag stay Toastmaster. I need you with me. We're going to do this together. Okay? That's my worldwide thing, and we're going to be the leader of all districts around the flippin' world. Who's with me? All right? It's us, all of us. We are there together. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to your area directors, your division directors, to me, to your program quality director, Pim Parpart, to Debbie Jo Landano, our club growth director, to Bob Fisher, who is your your public relations manager. We are all here to support you. That's what we do. We're doing this together. Hashtag stay Toastmasters. Why? Because District 84 is not only a group full of leaders, but we are leaders of all districts around the world. We will be the role model to show them how it's done. Okay? Stay Toastmasters, you guys. Love ya. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Distinguished district, distinguished clubs, Do it.